Okay, I was talking to myself because the microphone was mute. So I start again. Hello, no one, since there's no one here. And I will begin to ask myself questions. So it will not seem like the live stream is, it's got no content to offer. So my first question is, what kind of tea are you drinking today? Oh, the tea I'm drinking today is called. I'm glad you asked. Many people have asked this. I can see the chat line really busy with that. However, it's called Decaf Green, ultra mellow decaffeinated green tea. And again, decaffeinated, just in case you didn't get it the first time. See, the title is Decaf Green. The explanation is ultra mellow decaffeinated green tea, and the logo is decaffeinated, just in case you didn't get it. But the ingredient is naturally decaffeinated and CO2 process, and organic green tea. Allegro tea. That's it. Allegro tea with Allegro Coffee Company. Are you kidding me? It's a tea, but it's a coffee company. Okay. All right then. Thomas is here. Thank you for saving me. I won't be having this live stream just all by myself, talking to myself. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised that there's so many people rush into the live stream as soon as they see the announcement of live stream is about to start. You can see that it's very crowded here. I don't know how to answer the questions, so we're gonna just answer questions by super chat because we cannot we, can, we don't know who's coming. There's so many people that I will just simply have to have that rule now in order to know who's asking questions. And so we have Thomas says hi, Maranello. Thomas and Kruthika says hi, Maran. Thomas, you forgot the protocol. Where are you? And the age, please. And Kruthika, same thing. Age, gender, and where you guys tuning in from. Uh, and time here is 11:34 p.m. Vancouver time, Pacific. Uh, Not daylight, night, no light, night, no time, and let me shut down these emails. Keep saying some kind of a.
What if you?
Oops. Okay. Where were we? So we have Kruthika, 17, female India. Thank you for that. Thomas, 27, in Florida. Oh, the land of free, where people can still enjoy freedom of choice, liberties, what is everyone's right. Florida. In the land of free, that's the only free part of the land, plus Texas, I guess. So in the land of free and democracy, there is Florida and Texas, pretty much. So, what's going on, guys? I just finished 1 hour of uphill walk in the rain. quick, kind of like really uphill. I thought I shut this thing off. And then I went to the beach, walked about quite a bit, and then went uphill again a little bit. And then I was of course hungry. Had my some food, and in, thought I maybe have a short chat with you guys. But I can see the reception is overwhelming, so I might stay longer since I'm so welcomed. And Thomas says, "Oh, you got that right." Yeah, I know, I know. We envy you guys. You probably will vote for this governor once again. He just scored, and he just um, gained himself another term. I bet you no governor who will do what they're doing, and no government who is going to make it all good and respect democracy and the law and the freedom of people, freedom of choice, will be denied from another term. There are some uh, so-called leaders that they actually pay their states and provinces to enforce their decree rather than respecting the law and freedom of choice. And so the punishment for that would be not get the vote next time. And the ones who will protect people and their rights will have the assurance and the guarantee that they will benefit from people's love and vote the next time. So that's what it is. Krutika says it's 12 p.m. here. Oh, yeah. You guys are 13 and a half hours, I think, or 12 and a half hours ahead of us, no? Yeah, 13 hours ahead. So it's 11:39. There must be 12:39 p.m. Thomas says, guess who called today? Thomas, I forgot your situation. Is it, did you have your ex breakup? Did you have a breakup recently? I guess then it must be your ex, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember. The thing is, I remember you guys, but I don't remember the topic that we discussed. So enlighten me, remind me who called. So, and he says DeSantis is great. Good, good. I'm happy for you guys. We don't have the leader that we thought we had. Whether, I don't know what his angle and motivation is. He wasn't like this. He seemed very decent and, you know, on the side of people. At least maybe that was the game. But he's 180-degree switched over. I guess everyone has some kind of a master somewhere that they want him to do their bidding. And now different leaders in the world are now listening to their masters, not to people that they elected them. So let's hope that the world will regain its wisdom and will all be free again and be able to use the real science and allow a free scientific debates on issues that are as important as some of the stuff that they make it seem really important, and they might very well be. But it needs independent scientists discuss it, disclose to people, and then let people decide on their own. So Thomas says yes. Kurtika, Kurtika, Krutika says, well, Maran, I talked about HOCD and ROCD. Now I just don't care and living my life. Thanks to you and your videos. My pleasure. Delighted to hear that. I'm proud of you. Protect your values, protect your lifestyle, protect things that are you and your preferences, and ignore the rest, just like static, because there's so much of it. There's enough shit up here. We don't need to pay attention to them. And we have Thomas says, yes, we broke up 2 months ago, and I have been trouble getting over her, but we had not spoken in over a month. Uh-huh. So when you say guess who called, what do you mean? Surya says male 21, which is your favorite country that you visited? Ah, good question. Well, let's see. I have visited when I was a child, which I don't remember much, Turkey and Germany, Italy, Sweden, Switzerland. That's not when I was a child, it was growing up. And England, Hong Kong, Japan, US, Canada, uh, Netherlands. Don't remember anymore. Wherever else. Italy. I was planning to visit Australia. I really wanted to see Australia at one time, but not now. No. They've gone wacko. I mean, not the people, the government and the police force. And I don't know what happens to these people when they put a uniform on. Do they lose their humanity? Do they lose their marbles? Do they suddenly become robots? They can't think. They can't see logic. They can't. They just follow what some idiot in suit or in dress as a government or prime minister. So suddenly that becomes word of God. This doesn't work anymore. I mean, police supposed to be protecting people, including protecting people against the government and lawlessness. But looks like these days police is protecting government against people, the very people who pay for their, you know, food on their table. So that's very sad. That's very sad that they don't consider themselves part of people. Suddenly, they're police. I'm not talking about all, but most police and authorities of in uniform obey, closed eyes, obey whatever lawlessness the government does instead of protecting the law, enforcing the law, not the decrees of a leader, but the law of the land. So that's what's happening in Australia, I think. And in some parts of Canada already. So, yeah, what else do we have here? So, my favorite country. My favorite country. Hmm, I don't know. I like Germany. I like Japan very much. I like France. I like England. Pretty much. But part of United States is my favorite place in the world. Hawaii. That's where I think my heart belongs to. I feel home there, even more than here. Something about it. I identify with it. The people are kind, the nature is amazing, and it's like you're away from lots of things that you don't want to be near. Whether it's the spirit of vacation or whatever it is, it's an amazing place. So I hope that answers your question. Surya. MD Samir Khan says, are you expert in karate? No. I studied Aikido, Shinshin Toitsu Aikido. Karate was when I was a kid and I would try to learn something or two. And Samir Khan says, hi, Mehran. I'm 18. I want to become like you. There are much better things you can become like. Why me? I haven't done anything. Look at my channel. It's got what, 3 people here. So success? No. Sammy says after OCD. Yeah, don't worry. I lived with OCD myself, and you can fix it. You just got to be at it. Just be aware of it, mindful of it, and logically see that it doesn't make sense. Some things stays with you, some things it doesn't. But try to learn it and re-educate yourself and recondition yourself. Otherwise, you'll be controlled by the bullshit that the brain makes, and don't let it make things that are not insignificant. They're not significant, or they have no validity to become a belief. The problem is that people end up believing something that the brain conjures up. If you don't believe it, then you don't give a shit. And in believing, there are certain amount of real estate of neurons are involved, then certain neurotransmitters are involved, and then the genome that is responsible for religiosity, which is VMAT2, VMAT2. Uh, so that turns something into belief, even though it's not actual. It's not. Uh, uh, it's it's not real. Doesn't have truth to it. So if we can control and be aware that we are believing in something, that's why we do something, and we're bothered by it or we're controlled by it, is because we believe something that doesn't deserve to be believed, because none of it is actually has any merits or true. That includes OCD and many subsets of OCD. Um, Thomas says, yes, my ex called me today after not speaking for a while and asked out of the blue if I still had the pictures, videos explicit. We took together, and if so, could I send them to her? Yeah. I asked her why, and she wouldn't give me a reason. Well, it's simple. Says it seems so inappropriate as she is in a new relationship. Do you think it's because she misses me? No, no, no. She's trying to take that personal thing away from you, because whether she just doesn't want you to have it, or whether the new guy has asked her if you have anything like that, or she doesn't want anyone somehow spill that out or leak that out to, I don't know, the guy, or she's being stupid. I mean, that is the time that you had with her, and uh, if she doesn't want you to have the video, then you shouldn't. You probably don't want her to have your part in the video. Why should you, you can tell her you can have a copy of it, but this is both of us in there. So I don't see any reason why you can um, own the video. You can have a copy of it for sure. You know? Or is it just selfish in the moment? It's not about selfishness. It's about that she's trying to separate or sever all memory or something that you may have on her, so she won't be able to, that that she thinks that you might use it against her, or belittle her or whatever, or she wants to, uh, I don't know, prove that she's, I don't know, you know, uh, prima donna or something, that it was some kind of an image she wants to create in her own mind or the mind of the new guy or whatever it is, or protect herself from any kind of a leakage of a video somewhere. That's basically it. Otherwise, yeah. And says I've been doing better, trying to move on, but our conversation set me back, even though I know it didn't change anything. No, don't give a shit. In fact, that proves to you she's not worth it at all. So tell her just you can have a copy, because I can't separate myself. There's no way I can give you the tape with me in it, just as much as you don't want to be in a video that I'm in it and we're doing what we're doing. I don't want you to have a video that, I'm in it. So the fair thing is you have a copy, I have a copy. Or you just say, don't worry about it. I don't send it to you, but you can come here and we can destroy it together. Or whatever you want to say. I don't know what the legality is there, but I think it's something that both of you had given consent and you both owned it at that time. And it's not just now because she's in it, therefore it belongs to her. You're in it too. That just has the same right to it. So you say, well, I'm in it and I want to keep it. And you want to have a copy? You can have a copy, no problem. And see, she does not care if I have the photos. Is it photos or a video? If she doesn't care if you have the photos, what is she calling? What she wanted for? Tell her you can have a copy of everything I have, and I put it in a bag for you, and you can come and pick it up. I'll hang it to the door or put it outside, or to be safe, you can just knock on the door and get it and go. That's it. And then you can tell her that, then don't contact me anymore, please. I've moved on. Thomas has photos and videos. She just wanted to see them to, I guess, get off while the BF was at work. Must have been reminiscing. Okay, well, then you can give her a copy. Not the original, just give a copy. And yeah, she has the right to have one, and you have the right to have one. That's how I see it. However else, you can agree to something, whatever you want. You want to destroy him, destroy him. You want both have copies, but both of you best to be logical, and because both of you are in it, you have the same amount of rights to every one of them, both of you. All right. So we have a whopping 5 people here with 1 like. God damn it. What's wrong with you guys? You click on like. Is it so hard? Austin Power. Move on. Move it, move it, move it. Click on like. I just can't get it. So many people write comments, like hundreds, and I answer them individually. But when I have live stream, hardly anybody shows up. I guess I should stop answering comments so they would have to come here because it's not easy for me to keep writing, responding, in typing. It just takes so much time. If they don't care enough to come to the live stream that I put it up for free for everybody to ask, and it's easier for me to talk than keep writing and explaining, then I guess I won't respond. Thank you, Thomas. Thomas hit like. That's 3 of them. There's 6 here. What are the other 3 doing? Are you guys being stingy? So I'm just going to read one line of your questions, and the rest I'll just be stingy until you see 6 likes there. And we have Martina Bernard says, hang on. Casanova says you should create another channel for live streams. Not a bad idea. Would that represent itself differently? I mean, I have 24, almost 24,000 subscribers here. At least there would be some people who would get notification, and they would come here. Look, right now with all the backing of all those other subscribers, I've got 6 people here. When it's new, how many do you think I'll have? So getting back to Martina Bernard, says, hi, I've been Martina. How old and where are you tuning in from? I need that info. And then I'll get back to your question. Okay. Just let me know your age and where you're tuning in from. Martina is 35 from Italy. Ah, come stai? Bene. Martina says, I have been having some troubles in my relationship. I have been with him for almost a year. First 5 months have been amazing, usually is. Honeymoon phase, yes. And then troubles start happening. He's telling me what he has this sense of fear of doing, choosing things because I get easily angry. He is telling me that he has this sense of fear of doing or choosing things because I get easily angry. And I get scared because sometimes I feel I'm not important anymore and I react with anger. So he is telling you that he has this fear to do something or choose something because he's afraid that you will get angry. And that he's scared because sometimes he feels that he's not important anymore and you react with anger. Who's saying what about whom? I'm a little confused here. Uh, Martina, please elaborate a little bit. He is afraid of you because you get angry when he chooses something and he's afraid that what he chooses may not be approved by you, so he feels not important and therefore he reacts with anger. Or who's reacting in anger? Who's afraid? Who's reacting in anger? Eh? Says he is afraid of choosing doing cause I get angry. So why the hell do you get angry? What's wrong with you? Italian woman is beautiful, soft, sweet, and all the woman that anybody can be. So what's wrong with you? Why the guy is scared of you? What do you do with the guy? Don't want to scare him away. Ah, so he's afraid of choosing doing cause you get angry. And then you saying you feel you're not important for him anymore, and my reaction is anger. You think you're not important to him because of what he's doing or choosing. Help me out here. Make me understand. Hmm. If you think you're not important to the guy, it's not because you're not important to the guy. It's because you are afraid not to be important to the guy. And you probably have certain kind of OCD that you believe something, a negative mind, you believe the negativity in your mind because that is easier to believe. There's no proof needed for it if you think negatively. And that's your fear. You want to be liked by the guy. And because you want that, so the opposite of it is hitting you. It's like you're trading something to get some kind of assurance because you really want something. And because you really want something, there's a fear of not having it comes with it. Whatever you love in life, whatever you want in life, there's a fear of losing it and not having it. And that's the same here. You probably like the guy very much and you want assurance from him all day long to make sure that he also reciprocates and likes you. And that's a turnoff. You are a woman and you know how a woman should play. Use it. You need to express the importance. The importance comes from you, not to expect him to think you're important, but you believe you're important, and he will think you're important, and he will attend to you as he perceives you. Right now, you don't perceive yourself important. That's why you think he doesn't think that you're important. If you think that you're important, behave important, and expect to be respected by the way you attend to the matters of a relationship, then he will respect you. He will behave in such a way that you will also see that he thinks you're important. But once you start thinking you're not important, then naturally he's not going to think you're important. So it begins with you. First, you got to behave, walk and talk, and do your life with importance, that you matter, that you've got a character, that you are special, which means a balance in being available so much or not, being a little reserved at times, so our heads goes crazy because we men, we are not really that keen or that skillful to understand you guys, but we always like you guys to like us. So when you kind of play a little bit cold and soft, not so much, because we don't like ups and down too much. We like to know that our woman is our woman and loyal and faithful, but we also like her to be important. For us to feel that she's important, she must feel she's important herself. And so your behavior should show certain class, certain expectations, certain way of carrying yourself, not too available, not too scarce, attentive, romantic, but not sticky and just ready to do whatever the guy says. A balance in there. And then honestly have a talk with him and tell him how you feel and tell him what you need. But the more needy you show yourself, the less you will be attractive. Even though if you're really going crazy for the guy, hold some of it within your heart. Do all the nice things, but show that you expect reciprocation before you become really nice and romantic. But once he is, then you reciprocate. But don't offer it even though the guy hasn't done the stuff that he should do. I don't know, maybe just walk in the park, walk in the street, hand in hand, have some tea, good conversation, focus on each other, maybe watch a movie, cuddle together, things that will show you that you're cared for, important to him. You should orchestrate it. You got to consider yourself not just a woman, but also a conductor of an orchestra. With your movements and your behavior, you can really make us play the tune according to your notes that you've written. Women is very powerful if she's loved and she knows how to behave. Her kindness, her softness, her character, her attentiveness, her romance, her touch, the little things that she does. You can turn your man into a slave, not in literal way, but in a way I mean that he would really be a so so passionate about sitting down and spending time with you just by the way you conduct the relationship instead of being needy and waiting to feel important by the person's choices and behavior. You can simply withdraw if the choice is not according to your liking and pay more attention if it is, like training a horse or a dog. you know, it works both ways. It's not just you guys should do this. All right. And Kegosi Morapedi says, you helped me during my worst period after a painful breakup. Now the ex wants to get back. I said to her, you must be kidding. So thank you ever. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, Kigosi, you're welcome. Let me know your age and where you're tuning in from, please. And Martina says, thank you. You're quite welcome. And we have Lucky Dude says, sir, I'm 16 years old from India and I don't have a girlfriend yet. Oh, too young to have a girlfriend. The age of consent here is 18. Is it worth it getting into a relationship? Why should you? You're 16. A relationship, if it's there, it's there, but it's not a relationship. It's getting to know each other. Go. I don't know what activities normal time you'd go to a movie or to a park or to I don't know, some gentle get together like friends gather a restaurant or a date or dinner. Um, but why a relationship? 16-year-old. What do you want a relationship for? Just have a friend who's a girl and get to know her and see how she behaves, how you should behave, learn a thing or two until you're a little older, 18, then you know a little bit more. Right now, just try to learn and understand women and be friend with them. And if it's something happens and you're the same age and then maybe something. But I want to ask you if you have permission to be here, Lucky Dude, from your parents. You're 16, and this is usually topics of 18 and over. So I just wanted to make sure that you have your parents know that you're here. That that would be good to know. And Lucky Dude says, all my friends have girlfriends, which makes me feel inferior. No, it's not about inferior at all. At all. There's so many guys in my, when I was a kid, that they may or may not have had an opportunity to have a girlfriend or at least think they have a girlfriend. I didn't interpret any friendship that I had with girls. It was a friendship. So whatever it is about, maybe I loved them, maybe I didn't in my heart, but that's what's good enough. I didn't have to have a particular relationship. No, that's why I sometimes we'd have a permission from her parents, and we would go for pizza or something. We were like, what were we, 16, 17, and that was good enough. Why does it have to be a relationship or anything more? It's just a date, a pizza, talking about things that are interesting to you guys at your age. So that's good enough. Don't rush it. It will come. When it comes, it comes. You know, don't just get a girlfriend because you want to have a girlfriend. It should be someone that you guys understand each other, have things in common, and enjoy chatting. What's a relationship? It's not just always kissing and holding and this and that. It has to be some kind of a substance. That substance comes from the consciousness, things that you guys have in common with. At age 16, you gotta focus on that. Otherwise, almost any female that walks could interest you, because it's not about knowing her. It's that your hormones wants to, you know, uh, be in contact with her. That's not like having a real girlfriend. It's just your urges. So don't let it to be like that. Just get to know the girl, be a gentleman, and learn how to deal with women and communicate, and sit down for tea with them and chat and see what they like, what they don't like, how their schooling is, and this and that, so forth. You don't have to do all the shit that the others do, or you know, pretend that you're in a relationship or you're older than you are. Just don't. And the girls who want to have that kind of a relationship or that kind of a image, well, let them go to somebody else, because that's end up trouble at very young age. So don't fall into that. Right now it's time to study and have friends, and if some of them are girl, great. But don't look for a relationship. The ones who have, it's not a relationship, it's bullshit. At that age they hardly know themselves, let alone know what kind of girl you want, or they want, or what they want to do, or just settle down, cool down. It'll come. It'll be whenever it'll be. Don't worry about what your friends do. Lakidu says there's just so much pressure on high school students in India to get a girlfriend for bragging rights purposes. Don't, because you always make a mistake. You get a girlfriend when you find a good girlfriend and she finds you very interesting and gentleman and charming, and you find her very normal and wholesome, and not looking to have an image of, oh, that she has a boyfriend or that you have a girlfriend. None of that shit means nothing. Do not live for your friends. Live for truth. And that is, you want to study and you want to have some friends that you can consider her, okay, we're very close, and she is also feeling the same way. That's good enough. If she does, great. If she doesn't, don't worry. Just be yourself, and don't try to have an image or show or brag about it with the other guys. Any guy at age 16 is just full of shit and is talking about out of his gourd. Oh, I was with this girl last night. Oh, we did it. Yeah. Oh, so don't listen, whether they did or not. It's bullshit. But don't listen. Just live your life and be wholesome. Attend to your studies and have good friends. And if you find a girl that you like and she likes you, be cordial, be nice. Don't rush to fumble her or whatever. Just go for tea, go for dinner, go to their home. Just be friends and let them feel safe and secure with you, rather than letting them just experience your hormones that you always, that's fake. Be yourself, see what you like about them, what they can like about you, connect, communicate, and that would be good. And if it ever turns into something a couple of years later, then that's the right timing, mostly in college or after graduation. But this is, it's not a show. Um, this looks like it's a Russian name, but I can't pronounce it. It says, "Hello, sir. Your videos were really helpful for me. You have a great content." Thank you very much for saying that. And let me know your age and where you're tuning in from. And I'm delighted that you find the videos helpful. Let me do something here that I forgot to do. Maybe have a little bit of a. Okay. So now my wristband here is got a background of the blue. And so when I pick this up, you probably see a bit of Hawaii. Ha 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 ha. There we go. And there's my boat in the ocean. Where's my boat? Where's my boat? Where is my boat? There it is. It's not my boat, but it is a boat. But I have claimed it in this picture. And these are my coconut trees. And that's the black rock. And beyond it is my favorite beach. Very nice beach. All right. Sammer says, I don't want a girlfriend, but want to learn how to talk to them. Yeah. So try it. And you can see how they react to something you say. If they're entertained or they like it or they participate, they respond or they don't. Always, you can never go wrong by being a cordial gentleman. You don't have to be stuffy, but you can be always kind, considerate, and strong gentleman. You don't have to say shitty things or low class things or try to, you know, just find excuse to touch him for no reason. Let them feel that they are with a gentleman and they feel comfortable and they want to get to know you. When you guys get to know each other a little bit more, and then you'll see where it goes if it goes anywhere. You know, don't try to manipulate and trick girls just to get some little something. Don't. When the time is right and the person is right, you'll know. Yeah, good, Samir. Okay. We have whopping 7 people here. All right, 55 minutes. Time to get the tea bag out of the bag. I mean, out of the tea teacup. And I can't pronounce the alphabet there. Says times when she reaches out, now I have to speak with her after 2 hours. Any advice? First of all, let me know your gender, age, where you're tuning in from, and how I can pronounce your name because I'm not familiar. It seems to me they're Russian alphabet, but I'm not sure. It's Alex. Uh-huh. Okay, Alex. So obviously you're a man, and you say um, You say sometimes when she reaches out, now you have to speak with her after 2 hours. What do you mean you have to? Like you don't purposely, or you can't talk to her right away? When you say you have to, is it your preference, your choice, or is it the only way? And Jitender, male 26 India. Thank you for that. My good friends and subscribers in India, what have you done for this channel lately? You guys have 1 point what 3-4 billion people there. I'm sure you have a way to let people know about this channel, that we help matters of breakups and so on. And so do something, get this channel known among your friends and school, and I don't know, school radio, school broadcasting, or some kind of special project or a special report on this channel. Get this channel known, guys. Otherwise, it looks like it's so slow for growing this channel. Look at it. With the content that all of you say is a great content and helpful to your lives, we have 6 people here, 5 people now. Talk too soon. So do me a favor, help me out, help the channel, help yourself, help everybody else to be able to take advantage of the content of this channel and promote it somehow. I mean, India is a big place. So I'm sure there's ways, your social media, your, I don't know, TikToks, Instagrams, whatnot. You guys are expert in many things. All of you, not just the friends from India, but all of you, try to promote this channel if you think you've been helped. And Alex, I only see what you write here. There is no, it says, can you slide the text above? Maybe you cannot see it. There is only one, which is hello, Sarah. Your video were really helpful to me. And you have a great content. The next one was times, it's like a half a sentence. Times when she reaches out. Now I have to speak with her after 2 hours. Smile. Any advice? That's the next one. And then it's Alex. That's the other one. And can you slide the text above? Maybe you cannot see it. Well, that's all I see. I don't see anything else. Dosti is here, says, hello, Mehran. Hello, Dosti. Don't forget about age, gender, and where you're tuning in from. It's pretty cool, isn't it? When I drink, you can still see the boat. If I'm here, you can see the palm trees. It's cool. AB. Now you have a different screen name. Is that the same as Alex? Says AB. Sorry, maybe it did not got sent. I will write it again. Okay, dear. Go ahead. So it's a different thumbnail, right? AB, you're Alex, right? You just switched accounts. And MD Sammer says, sir, nobody knows this wonderful, great channel. Yeah, I know. So help me out, guys. Many of you are wizards in, I don't know, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever it is, and social media. Promote it. Promote the channel. Let people know that I got your back. If it's breakups, there are 3,000 videos here. If it's OCD, subsets of OCD, negative thoughts, intrusive thoughts, repetitive thoughts, these are all discussed on this channel. And we have live streams. Promote the damn thing, guys. Otherwise, eventually even I may may be discouraged that, okay, well, waste of time. Like, really, not waste of time, but I'm not reaching anymore. So help out, guys. And Straw Baby. So it's somewhere between a strawberry and straw baby. That's pretty cute. Says, I hope you're doing well today. Are you mocking me? Introduce yourself, you straw baby. Let me know your age, gender, where you're tuning in from. I can see half of your thumbnail, but then again. And Chuckster is here. Says, I'm only a wizard at pressing play. Look, what the hell is pressing play, Chuckster? You're speaking in code again. Wow. Chuckster, 37, male, Pennsylvania. Thank you very much for that, for civility, Chuckster. So, what happened to Straw Baby response and what happened to Alex? You guys became quiet. Dosti says, what time is it over there, Miriam? What am I, Big Ben? Time is now, I tell you what time it is over there. It's 1:30, 1:28 p.m. in India. Is that where you are? Where are you, Dosti? You see, you didn't introduce again. Oh, there it is. No, Dosti is in Netherlands, male, 21, Netherlands. So I guess it's what, 10 hours? It's 12:28, 12:30 almost here. So it must be what, 10:30 over there, is it? Or 9:30? What time is it there? Chuckster says, I love you, man. Thank you very much. I love you too. Thanks for being here. And and let's see, who's ignoring me? Alex is, Straw Baby is, and AB, which is the same as Alex. So it's 9:28. So it's 9 hours ahead. Okay. Finally, Alex switches over again. It says male, Bulgaria. Alex, how old? God damn it. Make it easy. 3 little things. Gender, M, age, I don't know, and Bulgaria. Huh. Is it so hard? Or did you tell me the age before? Did you? No, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't. You didn't. You didn't. You didn't. It's not here. It's not here. I don't have the age. Alex, goddamn it. Age 24. Do you know how much time, with all the busy millions of people waiting in line to get answered the question, you just wasted many, many minutes of valuable time. In fact, thank you for being ambiguous, because we had nothing else to say, no questions. All right. Alex, male, 24, Bulgaria, says, me and my girlfriend broke up 7-year relationship. You were 17, you started this relationship. We should have broken up much earlier than this. It's no good. I hope you guys don't get back together, because this is not, you guys chose at age 17, hardly know who you are, let alone knowing who each other are. Anyhow, Alex says, me and my girlfriend broke up 7 years relationship a few months ago. Good for you. Good start. At first, I was trying to contact her, but then I did the no contact rule. And when she reached out, I avoided the conversation. Now we are going to speak in an hour, and half because I promised. Hmm. Okay. All right. Who broke up? Both of you or one of you? Chuckster said, yeah, I saw it. Chuckster. Chuckster is saying he just did. Wake up, old man. God damn it. I'm going to. No soup for you, Chuckster, because I saw it myself. No, he didn't do it until I told him. So, where's the rest of it? You call me old man one more time. I'm going to have this ugly stick be delivered to you, special delivery. You watch out for that. Old man, my ass. I may be, but no, I'm not. um, oh boy, this 1 hour hike that I had, not hike, half an hour, it was straight uphill, extreme uphill, pretty much. And then the rest of it downhill and flat, and then uphill a little bit again. In just about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago. Um, very refreshing at the same time. It was in the rain, very fresh weather, but at the same time, kind of makes you sleepy. Especially that I came and had dinner afterwards, talking to you guys. So what happened? All of you went silent again. What's wrong with you guys? Sprech. That's all right. What's the difference? I mean, I can have live stream and talk to myself. Who needs you guys? I mean, I can come up with topics and discuss it in one sided and then done with it in about 25 minutes, and that's it. All right. Yes, good. Yes, you better be. Chuck says that I was silenced by the ugly. Yes, you. Everybody, watch out for this for the ugly stick. It's got a very big reputation. Anybody who doesn't treat themselves right, the ugly sticks come at their door until they learn to treat themselves right. Now, what happened to? I guess we answered all the questions. The only person that we didn't hear back from was Straw Baby. I guess she doesn't have anything to discuss with us, and that's as long as you guys are good. And Alex says, we need you, sir. Sorry to all for long response. No, it's all right. You write as much as you want because it cuts you off anyhow. It only allows you one, two, three, four, four and a half, four and a half lines. It's their system, I guess. And it says, so what should I do, sir? Give me your wisdom. Well, the wisdom is outside of the knowledge that you have about your feelings, about how the relationship was, how you guys grew together. If you still have compatibility in your consciousness level, did you ever have compatibility on the consciousness level? Maybe it was all youth, hormones, and sexuality, intimacy, and need to be together, and all that wonderful things that we all need at that age. But there is no connection on the consciousness level because we're still growing. We're still very young and teenagers, and we're not really focused on the nitty gritties of each other's psyche and what makes us become closer and what content we should really focus on sharing. And we will just be doing our own thing and at the same time infatuated with each other. So, throughout your 5 year or 7 year relationship, you may have exhausted all the things that you think you know about each other, but never really touched on growing on the and bonding on the consciousness level, but basically conditioned to be together and like each other and enjoy identifying yourselves with each other because you used to. It's a habit of doing things together, being together. At this age, though, you're still very young. Age 24, you're still growing and learning about life and the world and experiences. And by about age 28, 29, you have learned a thing or two about yourself. And that is the time that you know what kind of a girl you expect for your girlfriend because you know a little bit more about yourself. Since you know more about yourself, you can tell what you expect your girlfriend to be like. And if she's at her age 25, 26, she would also would know a little bit about herself and she would know what kind of a man she wants to be with. So at least you guys start at a stage with a little information about yourself and a little information about what kind of a partner you want to have. And you're not there yet. So at this point, you can be sure that if you guys don't grow on the consciousness level together, you will break up again, which is fine. If you guys think you like each other and you are more comfortable to be together, be sure that you will solve the problems that caused the breakup, or at least discuss it, have a plan to grow together and be more observant and participating in each other's shortcomings and have a better communication and understand that you're both growing and there are matters that are very important to both of you and and have an agreement if you guys wanted to get together that look, uh, we will not get involved with anybody else. We will not break up because we are getting involved with somebody else. We will break up without having been involved with anybody else if we wanted to break up. And then we will pursue another relationship. We will not allow our interest in somebody else to cause to come together and break it up. We first break up and then we go and find another partner. Which means if we break up, we broke up because we were no longer compatible and we're not growing on the consciousness level together and we were not bonding on that front anymore any further. Therefore, we decided to break up. Not that we broke up because there was something newer or more challenging or something that we didn't know if he or she likes us and then we wanted to know if we can, you know, have that like you wanted to know that if that girl would like you so you break up with this one or she wanted to know if that other guy would like her so she comes and motivated by that and breaks up with you. Then you will never know if you really broke up because you could not grow further uh, together or you broke up because you wanted a new challenge and wanted to see if somebody else can like you to be sure of yourself that oh, I'm still valuable, other people want me. So but got to find out why is it that you want to get back together and why was it that you guys broke up and where are you in consciousness level, what are your expectations for the at least next 2 years. Don't plan a life on it because that puts too much pressure on you guys. You guys don't know how you guys are going to turn out in a couple of years. It's still growing on your consciousness level. You're still in school or maybe in some job that you just started and you haven't really figured yourself out, expanded on the psyche yourselves to know what kind of expectations you have from your date or your partner. So these are the things that you want to talk about if it's a serious talk. Otherwise, how you doing? What's up? It's okay. That's fine. You can do that, and no commitment there. You guys know that you can always reach me on my site. You can make an appointment for Skype consultation, and couples do that together or individually. I talk with each one of them individually, or talk with both of them at the same time after we had some individual talk separately. So these are all available. You can go on my site, mind.6truth.com, and make an appointment on Skype. For new clients, if you make a 1 hour appointment for Skype consultation, I will add another hour on me. We'll have 2 hours on that one session, and I'll be plenty of time to discuss what's concerning you one on one on Skype. This is my site. Oops. Kind of got separated. Chuckster says, I'm going to Skype with you just to crack jokes. That's going to cost you. Sorry, that one is not free. This one you can crack your jokes here, and I can ignore it and go on. or, deliver the ugly stick to you. But that one's going to cost you. So you want to pay that? Fair enough. I'll, I'll find a slot, and, we'll have that conversation. And Didi Berry says, but I still don't trust her, and I don't know what happened. Oh, I missed one, I guess. Didi Berry says, how are you? How are you? How are sir? Long time. Okay, Didi, thank you. But where's okay? Yeah, here it is. Didi Berry says, hello, sir. 27 from Minnesota. My wife in West live in West Africa. Guinea. I have trust issues. I got a hold of her messenger email password without her noticing. I found out that she's not talking to anyone else or anyone also. She's not. Okay. But I still don't trust her, and I don't know why. You love her, but do away with that trust bullshit. Look, there's two possibilities. Either she's going to be talking with someone or not. The fact that she's married to you, there is something there to lose if she would betray that, and that would be the relationship. And I don't think that would be a good trade off for her unless you guys are having problems. And if she doesn't, well, you'll know. And if she does, you'll know. Why should you not try to guess something that's neither here nor there? All you do, you create turbulence for yourself, insecurities for yourself. Negative mind will run with it and create all kind of shit in your head that none of them are really true or have any basis other than your fear of losing what you like. In life, whatever you love or you like or you prefer or you want comes with it a fear of not happening the way you want it. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's just the mechanism of the psyche that whatever you love, there is a fear of not having it or losing it comes with it. That fear does not mean it's actually going to happen and that you're going to be denied of having that. That fear means you're a human being and the psyche is so fucked up like everyone else's that whatever you like, there's a fear of losing it. Even if you have a cup of tea and you really like that cup of tea, it's your favorite, you're going to be afraid, what if it falls down and break? It comes to your head. So what you're going to do? You're going to be a little bit more careful. Same thing here. Something you like and you admire, or you care for, you value, is your wife and your relationship with her. But with it comes with the fear of, what if she leaves me? And what am I going to do? What if she's talking to somebody else? That belittles me, that somebody else is better than me. And I've been conditioned to think that I'm better than somebody else, especially in the eyes of this woman who has actually chosen me and married me. So you want to feel important. And these are all the conditions that you receive since childhood, but none of them is an evidence that she's going to be talking to somebody else or be interested in talking with somebody else in any romantic way, shape, or form. But you have this fear. And because you have this fear, just means you're a human being. Doesn't mean that the fear is real. So just stop interpreting the shit that shows up here. Just, if it's going to happen, it's going to show itself. And then you will deal with it one way or another. But there's no sense, with no evidence, keep constantly checking on her. Leave it alone. Because this bullshit of checking, and if she figures it out, she will actually be insulted. That will start a real problem. Right now, just leave it. And you checked it for no reason, and you say she's not talking to anybody else, and you feel like shit, aren't you? You shouldn't have done that. Because she's not acting weird or anything. And she's what? She's gone there to what? To do what? Where are you? Why are you guys separated? How come you're here and she's there? Where are you anyhow? Did you tell me where you are? Didi? Minnesota. So why is she in Africa if you guys are married? You mean you guys have married, but she hasn't come here yet? Is that what it is? And we have Shubham says, "Hi sir, 20 male India. Thanks for your how many days. Thanks you for your hard what video hard work." Says, you how many days required to fully recover HOCD? Oh, sometimes it's a month, sometimes it's a year. Depends on how you educate yourself and how you learn about the psyche and be able to understand through the videos that I've provided, through the information that is out there, through the links I've provided from well-known psychologists, psychotherapists like Dr. Philipson, Dr. Jan Weiner, Dr. Schwartz, all these scientists with their information. You will get to know about the behavior and the role of anxiety and amygdala and your psyche, how it moves, and the negative thoughts, and all the back and forths of it, which I've discussed in detail in two long list of playlists, in two different playlists, which interprets thoughts, and at the same time, the other one talks about the separation of brain, you, and thoughts, and understanding the separation will set you free by knowing that all these thoughts have nothing to do with you. It's just a malfunction of the signaling system of the brain and has no interpretation. But that's how it works. So watch those videos and watch the videos of the well-known psychologists that I've included in the description of these videos, and educate yourself. And through that education and learning how to deal with it and ignoring it, and then your brain will rewire itself through neuroplasticity and gets back to its normal behavior, which is designed to automatically shut down intrusive thoughts. That every human being on earth has intrusive thoughts, but when the system in the striatum caudate nucleus works well, it shuts it down automatically. But when it's malfunction, it doesn't shut it down. The thought hovers there, and you think, oh, because it hasn't been dissipated, it must mean something. No, it doesn't mean anything. It just means there's a malfunction in the signaling system of the brain, and keeps these intrusive thoughts hovering rather than disappearing them, as it is designed to automatically shut them off. So that's basically it. And its brain is so powerful, it's going to make your body react to the thoughts that is got nothing to do with you. And then the fact that the body is manipulated by the brain and reacts to something, it becomes an evidence for you that, oh, the thought is right. No, it's not. It's just a malfunction, and the brain is so powerful, can make your body react to things that has nothing to do with your preferences or choices at all, or values at all. You just think about you're in vineyard with all green grapes that they're still sour, not in season, and you take one and bunch of them and crunch them into your mouth and all this sourness, and then you put a lemon and cut the lemon and lime and squeeze it in your mouth. You can see you're going to be salivating right now by thinking about it, but there's no lemon, there's no sour grape, there's no nothing. Brain can make your body react to something that is virtual and is not even real at all, and it's not something you wanted. It just brought the thought into your head, and then if you continue with that thought, your body may react to it, and that reaction is association with so many things that has nothing to do with your preferences, but it has something to do with the actual sex that to you is palatable, which is sex with women. But the connotation of it, it runs with it because the trigger started from somewhere that is not your values. Then you may think that that reaction, which is based on the concept of sex, has to do with the trigger. It doesn't. So all of these, if you educate yourself, you'll be able to handle this, and eventually your brain will click back on and does the job that it's designed to do. All right. So watch the playlist that I have, and you'll get educated, and watch the links of the psychologists that I've put in there, and then you will learn what this is all about, and then you won't be scared of it. And eventually, in time, it goes away, and if it doesn't, you always know what it is, so you won't be freaked out of it about it. Pallavi says, "Hi, Meran." Hello, Pallavi. Says, how to get over somebody you got casual with but have started developing feelings. Female, 31, India. Well, why do you want to get rid of it? I mean, isn't the guy liking you, even though you guys started casually, and now you have feelings for the guy, and maybe he has feelings for you? Have you talked about it? Do you see any signals there? If you do, well, let's see what happens. And if you don't, and there must be a reason you want to get rid of those feelings. And if that's the case, then focus on the things, not the things that interest you or attracted you to the relationship, but things that you actually don't like about the guy, about the relation, about the behavior. So bring those to your view, to your mind, and they will trump the good stuff, and see which one is way more, and then make your decision. Or at least you can use the things that you don't like about this person, rather than focusing on the things you like about him, which is maybe minuscule here and there, but there's so many other things they actually don't like about the guy. That's why you did not choose him as a romantic possibility. It just happened that you guys grew to like each other when you started getting to know each other casually. But through this casual behavior, there were certain things you found that you like about the guy. But usually it's possible to find something likable about somebody, but that should not be dominating your way of thinking about that. Okay, that few things that I like about this person is good enough to have a relationship. For us men, we look at a girl, there are many things we may like about her, but there are many things we may not like about her. But human being usually focuses on what they like about it. Like if you see she's got a nice fit body, well, we may not really pay so much attention on the things that she's actually weird about it and makes us, uncomfortable. Whether it's her talking, whether it's her, I don't know, discussions or mentality or manners or morals or whatever else, because we saw something like she's beautiful eyes, a beautiful nose, beautiful smile, a beautiful body, and then we kind of, these couple of things that we like covers up all the other things that we don't like. So in that case, it goes both ways. You should focus on the things that you actually don't like about this person if you don't want to have a relationship with, and don't be focused on the couple of things that you think it's good about this person, because that's not enough to actually make you decide that this is a qualified person for you as far as a romantic relationship goes. Otherwise, I have little information on that. I don't know what else is there. And Shubham says, I watched them all and it's helped me a lot. Good. Keep watching them. and put them to work. Also, watch the links that I've put in from Dr. Schwartz, Dr. Philipson, Dr. Jan Weiner, and watch their videos. Very helpful because when it comes from a psychologist, a credible psychologist, well known, you will also, pay a little bit more attention. Um, Pooja says, "Hi, Miran. I'm from India, age 24. I think I got body dysmorphic disorder. I'm getting obsessive thoughts about my lips and teeth and the look of my old age. I got horrible thoughts about my looks. Please help." Well, you're 24 years old, huh? And you're young. I don't care what you think and how many years in front you're thinking about. The fact is, you're 24 years old. Whatever you think your teeth or your lips will look like 50 years from now, who gives a shit? Right now, you look what you look and you're very pleasant. And however you look, you must love your look. I don't care how you look because your asset, whether you're super good looking or somewhat good looking or not good looking in your standards, your assets are not limited to your looks. There's so many people get married with their spouse, whether it's a girl marries a guy or it's a guy marries a girl, and they actually don't necessarily fall in love with the look of each other, but they fall in love with the energy, with the love, with the kindness, with the manners, with the attitude, with the security they feel for each other, with the tranquility they bring, with that psychological security that they provide when they're together and when they are spending time with each other. By the way they treat each other, by the way they back each other up, by their wisdom, by their knowledge, by their education. And these are all the assets that you can have. And you will also can exercise and get yourself in a good shape if you're not. And these are cosmetic things that can be done. But the rest of it is just because you love yourself so much and you value yourself so much, you just don't want to lose anything that is so wonderful about you. And your lips and your teeth could be, you're too focused on it because you really like them and you don't want them to be, any different than they are today. And so you start worrying about some negative stuff about them, and that's going to consume you. That's going to take your energy away. Don't do that. Just leave it. Say whatever it is, it is. I'm created this way and I've got a lot more assets. If they're not as good as I want them to be, well, first of all, there are ways that it can be manipulated by doctors and so on, and maybe fix it or whatever. And if it's just your thoughts and everything about it is good, then don't give a shit. Just focus on other assets that you have and build on that, and present yourself according to your energy and to your abilities and knowledge and education and everything else that you're capable of, rather than just the physical portion of your entity, your mind and body and soul. So focus on the soul and the mind and let the body be what it is. Enhance the body by your soul and by your mind and manners and attitude, all the things you can endow it, rather than thinking, oh, this is it and that's how I look like and that's all the ammunitions that I have. No, that's not true. How many people are so good looking, both the men and the women, and they get married and then get divorced? How come? They were perfectly good looking and fit and all that. Many actors and actresses. How come they get divorced? If the look is what really makes us beautiful. So it's not that. It's what's inside, how we deal with each other, how we negotiate life, how we treat each other, manners, morals, and everything else. So you've got a lot more beauty in you that you can't see, and it's not limited to that. So whether it's exactly what you want it to be right now or not, whether you're afraid of it someday it's not going to be as wonderful as it is right now or not, it doesn't matter. Your assets are far beyond that. So relax, calm down, don't give a shit, move along. Enjoy life. Uh, by Rafiki says, hello, Dr. Meran. I'm not a doctor. Ich bin nicht doctor. I am not a doctor. Hmm? my research and the books I've written is just based on my research and experiences in life and um, discussions of the masters of hundreds of years ago, philosophical point of views, um, scientific point of views that I've studied and researched and learned, and I deliver what I deliver based on that. But I'm not a doctor. I just want to make that clear so there would be no misunderstanding. And uh, by Rafiki says, I appreciate your videos. Thank you. You're quite welcome, dear. Let me know your age and where you're tuning in from. So it will help me to know the demographics of subscribers. I hope you've subscribed and you guys have clicked on the bell. So if there's any live stream, you'll be notified. So we have a super chat from Chuckster. And Chuckster, thank you for supporting the channel. And what is that for? Any question with it? And he says his videos are phenomenal, by the way. I agree. Okay, thank you very much for that. And thank you for your support. I guess I will hold on the ugly stick for about a few days until next time so that a super chat may just um, convince the ugly stick to remain here for a while. Anyhow, thank you for that. And who else do we have here? Pallavi says, thank you. It's because I have been separated, so I don't know where that is heading. Are you talking to me, Pallavi? Did I ask something that in, uh-huh. Hmm. Because I've been separated, so I don't know where that is headed. I don't understand. You got to know someone, or you were with someone and you separated, and then now you like each other. I'm not clear, Pallavi. This is how to get over somebody you got casual with. That means you were together and now you separated and you become casual because of separation, and now you kind of feel again interested in the guy. Is that what you're trying to say, or is it somebody else? Um, mhm. Chuck says, "Good night, Maran. Business has picked up for you." Yeah, yeah, 9.99. Yeah, I would say that. I mean, definitely today you're the top. You're the top super chatter. He says, "They almost have followed me here. You're welcome. Now take the ugly stick back." Yeah, I just put it there for a few minutes, and we'll we'll decide next time. Now you set a precedent. It costs 9.99 every time for ugly stick to be away. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Now you set a precedent. It's all your fault. Now you didn't. We didn't expect any money, but now that's the cost of keeping the ugly stick away. So that's good precedent, actually. Thomas says, Mayron, surprised you're still on. Why? Am I not supposed to be on? I'm switched on. And Shubham says, I'm doing my work and there is no thought, but then a thought come and tell me you're not happy, and thought says, think about your HOCD. So tell thought very politely, the thought, fuck off. It's none of your business. I decide what I want to be happy or not. And it's not up to you because you thought coming from brain, you're full of shit. And all day long, you make 80, 90,000 thoughts a day. I'm not going to be listening to what suggestions you make to change my mood up and down, happiness or not. Just get lost. I ignore you and I'm the boss. I choose whatever I think is useful, and the rest you will keep putting it in my head and I keep ignoring it until you learn your lesson. That's it. Didi Berry says, I'm 27 from Minnesota. I live in Minnesota. I live in Minneapolis. When I travel as a CNA outside, as a CNA, what is a CNA? As a CNA outside of town to work the residents, and some of the staff call me the big black guy, the big black guy. Okay. Racist towards me. Oh, it's not a joke. It's not your friends, huh? Okay, so let me read it again. Didi Berry says, I'm 27 from Minnesota. I live in Minneapolis. When I travel as a CNA, must be a certain kind of a technician or a job. I don't know what CNA. Outside of town to work, the residents and some of the staff call me the big black guy, racist towards me. And they are afraid of me and the staff too. That's not on you, that's on them. If they want to be afraid of a nice guy because he's big, fuck him. Who cares? it's not, it's not, I mean, it's like saying, I have a nice bike, and every time I ride, some people, throw tomatoes on me or say some derogatory things. Because what does it have to do with me? It's on them. They're the ones who are feeling inferior. They're the ones who are saying things. They're the ones who are fearful or throwing the tomatoes. I'm the one on the bike. So you're the one on the bike. Whatever color you are, makes no difference. You're big and you're strong. So you're the guy that they are afraid of, you say. It's on them. There are many people who are friends with you. They're not afraid of you because you're not a fearing person. You're a good person. If somebody afraid of you, that's their problem. You know, let's say, what can I say? Maybe somebody doesn't like me because of my accent. It's not my problem. I'm communicating, I'm cordial, I'm a gentleman, I'm kind, I'm helpful. I do what I do the best I can. If somebody doesn't like my look, my face, my clothes, my accent, my voice, what do I care? I don't need their approvals to be who I am. I am who I am. And if they like me for who I am, fine. If they don't like me, fuck them. I don't give a shit. Why should I give a shit? Why would my worth and value depend on who likes me or who doesn't? As long as I am a decent person and provide what I can do with the best of intentions, and I'm a person who lives up to his values, and my values are as good and as high as I could keep them in the good standards. I don't harm anybody. I don't intend ill for anybody. So whoever doesn't like me, can go fuck himself. What do I care? That's not on me. I'm not going to be responsible for people's stupidity. You can't be responsible for people's manners and bad manners and attitudes and racism behavior. As you can see, you don't need to be afraid of him. Anybody who has the guts to say something weird into your face, they would regret it soon, because you will simply give them a look and they will shit in their pants and go. If that's, you know, that's a plus always. So I wouldn't care about what people think about me. I care about what I think about the people. And if they deserve it, I think good of them. If they don't, I don't. I go about my business. Same thing with you. Why do you care if they are thinking this way or that way about you? Their thinking and their behavior towards you does not set your values. It reflects on their values, not yours. You are who you are, as upstanding as you want it to be, and you are. That's the end of it. Now, whether somebody sees it or doesn't see it, it doesn't matter. If you go give a little bit of a food to an old man, or to a person who doesn't have food and is in the corner of the street, or you buy a little warm blanket for the guy to warm up in the cold, and nobody sees it, did you do something good or you didn't? Nobody saw it. But did you do something good or you didn't? You did. So it doesn't matter who sees it, who doesn't. It doesn't matter if somebody says, "Oh, he did something good," then you have done something good. Or they nobody saw it. You still did something great and good. The good is good. So the reflection on you is your activity, your actions, not what people say and attest to it or say about it. I don't give a fuck. All I care about is, did I help this man with a blanket or some food? That's what I am. Now, whoever says something good about what I did, or didn't see it, or can't see it, or doesn't say anything good about what I did, whether they saw it or not, I don't give a shit. That doesn't change the fact that I'm a good person, that I did something good. Other people, whatever they do reflects on them, not what they say about me. What I do reflects on me, not what the others say about me. So don't give a shit and go about your business. Yeah. Nursing assistant. Okay. Yeah. Don't give a shit. You're not responsible for what people say or do. You're only responsible for what you say and what you do. So the rest of it is garbage. Racist? What the fuck do they call? Every human being on earth has a bit of at least a bit of a black gene in them. I have it too. Everybody does. So what the fuck is this racist about what? You know, where I come from, I had no understanding that there was such a thing called racism. We had no such thing. And one of the best soccer players in Iran, where I was born, was from the south of Iran, and he was black, and we would call him Black Pearl because he was such a great player and he was such a popular guy. We loved him because there was no understanding of any difference between someone's color or not. It was based on their actions. And this man was a brilliant soccer player and a good guy. So if he was red, green, blue, black, white, makes no difference. If he's an asshole, he's an asshole. If he's a good person, good person. And that goes for all of us. So who cares if they're racist or not? That's on them. Fuck them. You are who you are. You're a kind person. You're a nurse. You help people. And that's your value. That's your affirmation. Your action is your affirmation, not what the fuck somebody says about your actions or not. As long as you know your actions are good, positive, helpful. So the rest of them, they can jump in the lake. That's your attitude. Don't give a shit. Keep being the gentleman that you are. The rest of it doesn't matter. They say things out of their own shortcomings, not out of your shortcomings. And Rajeshwar says, "Hello, sir. Good to see you again. Life's been pretty easy because of you. Thanks to you, man. Wash hands." Well, Rajeshwar, I understood everything until you get to the wash hands. I can't place that. What does that mean? And Abi Ali Sheikh says, "Hello, Dr. Mehran. Abi Ali, I'm not a doctor. Remember, the first thing I will say, if anybody calls me doctor, I'm not a doctor. As I said, whatever I've written, whatever I've produced is based on my research, my experiences, the books I've written, research in philosophy, in topics of movement of mind, the psyche, from masters of hundreds of years ago, um, researching on neuroscience, neurosurgery, and learning thing or two. And then uh, I have this ability to deliver it in a way that people can understand using the traits of meditation, martial arts, movement of mind, how psyche moves, how psyche works, understanding of thoughts, consciousness, fear, desire, ego, material process, mechanical process, order in life, things to do with neuroscience and experiences of the famous surgeons using neuroscience and neurosurgery to make experiences and to help us to learn a thing or two about the movement of the psyche, OCD, and subsets of OCD, and learning from people who are expert in the field and be able to combine these knowledge and experiences and research and then to be able to help some people in a certain way. But I'm not a doctor. So I've included many links of famous and well-known doctors, psychologists, psychotherapists, Dr. Schwartz, Dr. Philipson, Dr. Jan Weiner, Dr. Owens. All these people with their knowledge, if you read their material or watch their videos, they could help us to be more educated about certain things and build on that. So I appreciate the honorary doctor degree, but I'm not a doctor. And Pallavi says, yeah, that's right. Okay. I met someone new. Okay. Pallavi, I am totally lost. I still don't know if the guy you like, or you want to get rid of him. If the guy you like is after your breakup with some other relationship, or is it the same person that you broke up and now casually you're getting to like the guy? Um, so you managed to confuse me, and that's an expertise not everyone possesses. So I congratulate you. And by Rafiki says, Mr. Mara, yes, dear. Please, guys and girls, do help me out by introducing yourself as far as where you're tuning in from, your gender, how old you are. Gives me a little bit about your background culturally, your age, and whatever else is not apparent. Pallavi says, ha ha ha. Well, I'm glad I'm being, of service to entertain you. Pallavi, what? I mean, if you had paid for this consultation, half of your time would have gone just to make it clear for me to understand what the hell is going on. So, so that's why I don't mind if you guys make an appointment on Skype and for Skype consultation from my site, mind@sixtruth.com. And then you can just talk gibberish, do whatever the hell you want to do, even with the understanding or not. Eventually get it, but I'm getting paid for it. Here is free, so you guys don't give a shit what you say. And I'm just trying to figure it out. What did he say? What does he mean? I have to guess him. Make it easy for me. Elmira is here. Hello, Elmira. How are you, dear? And says, hi, Meranjun. Hello, Elmira, dear. Hope you're having a good evening. What are you doing up so late? You're in California, are you, Elmira? Yeah, I think you are. Are you? I think you're somewhere in the same time zone as I am, right? So what are you up so late for? Pallavi says, all right, then I will surely do that. Yeah, go ahead, do that. Then you will see how precise you become. When people start paying, they become very precise and clear in their sentences and the way they're going to describe some things. That becomes very efficient. I mean, that's the whole purpose of the reason that I charge for my consultations. Efficiency, nothing else. Efficiency. Because otherwise, see, the mess that we are in it here. If 1 hour has passed, I still don't know if you're coming or going. If this guy is the same guy in the old relationship, is a new guy, or you guys broke up and you got friend again? You kind of like the guy casually, or was it the same romantic guy before? Oh, I'm just totally confused. And it's 1:20 in the morning. It can't be any better than that. Elmira says, "Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm in LA. I work the night shifts. I'm at work now, but we are not busy." Oh, cool. All right. Fair enough. Good. Good. Delighted. So we now hit whopping 11 people. I'm looking forward for when the site is revamped, as my brilliant um, um, programmer is preparing the new site, and everything will be from scratch. So once we have it, then hopefully we'll have other features on the site that could be helpful. And Elmira says, I wonder if I possess the skill to confuse you. I'm sure every woman has the skills to confuse any man that they want at any time in any capacity. So I have faith in you. Don't worry. You definitely qualify. What's happening tonight? We have more girls here than boys, which I'm not complaining. It's a blessing, but it's uncommon. Uh, Ashley Wedderburn says 30 May London. Says, hi, sir. I have a question. First of all, thank you for the introduction, Astley, 30 May London. I appreciate that. Before the question. And he says, I have a question. I met a lady friend in person 2 weeks ago. She looks so different on her profile pictures to how she is looking in person. Shall I mention it to her? Ashley says why she posted a different picture to how she looks in real life. Could you elaborate a little bit? Obviously, you're saying her picture looked very attractive, that attracted you, and that's why you asked her out. And now that you see her, it's not even her, it's a different picture. Well, that's very dishonest. That's luring and tricking people to be interested in a picture that is not theirs, or it's a picture that has been all photoshopped or somehow in lighting or makeup and all that. And when they come and out and you actually see them, they're far away from what they represented in those pictures. That's very uncomfortable and there's unfair. So you don't need to say anything because after all, you're a gentleman. But you can see the facts that if that's been uh, says it is her, but it looks different on the picture. Well, if it is her and it's not a different person, different picture of a different person, well, then everybody in their picture, they do the best they can to make a good representation of themselves. And that often the picture, they go through maybe five, six, 10 of them to find the best one to put it up there to attract people. But if you now have seen her and she's not doing justice to the picture, then you don't have to be harsh about it. You can be a gentleman and finish the, I'm sure you already did, the meeting or the date and be cordial, regardless of how she looks or you're pleased or not pleased. And then wish her a wonderful day and just go about your business and don't have to continue the connection. If she calls and says, "Do you want to go out?" Says, "No, actually, okay. I'm pursuing another opportunity and getting friend with somebody else." If that is your final decision that you don't want to see her anymore, but don't have to be rude about it. And every woman has pride in her looks. So if you don't think she's as pretty as you wanted her to be, you don't have to bring it up. You just continue being a cordial gentleman, treat her well, as good as you can, and then make sure she has a good time at that date. And then when you part with her, you part with a good heart, and it's a very gentlemanly behavior. But you don't have to call her again. And if she calls you, and you just say, "Oh, it was very lovely to meet you. I just happened to meet another person that I find many more things in common. So I hope that you forgive me for that. I wish you well," and that's the end of it. Okay, by Rafiki. So is that your is that name actually associate has some association with you, or you used it because it's in the um, in the Lion King's movie, Rafiki, and says, "Can I ask this question?" Of course. What is the question? So, what do I do with thoughts that pops up about other people I'm around? Oh yeah, like you want to spit in their face, or you want to hit them, or you want to, I don't know, kiss them or something. Just pay no attention. Says, I have a Persian last name that Rafiri. Oh, and then I use radio instead of it. Radio, Rafiki, not radio. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, sometimes this auto correct puts us in trouble. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, Rafiki is the Lions King, a very famous character in there. Okay, fair enough. Says no, just thoughts about how they are. Okay, so what's wrong with that? Like, give me some of the thoughts. Like what? How are they? It comes to your mind about what? How are they? What? How they look? How they behave? How much they're worth? How much they're valued to you? How much you care? Or you don't care? What's the content of the thought? But if it's pleasant, so what? If it's not pleasant, but it's something that, whatever it is something that you don't appreciate it, or you don't want it to be, ignore it. You don't have to control thoughts. You don't have to push thoughts away. You don't have to command thoughts. You don't have to expect them to be the way you like them to be. If it's something that you don't like, the thought or the image or whatever it is about them, or a description, just ignore it. How many people do you see in a given get together or in the streets? Are all of them of your approval? Many of them are just not. They look shabby, look dirty, or look ugly to your standards, or they're dressed not nicely, or dressed dirty, or they're doing something that you don't approve. Whatever it is, what do? You don't interpret them. You just see them quickly. You ignore, and you go about your business somewhere else. You just maneuver. It's like a, you know, maneuvering thing. Same thing, maneuver in your mind. A thought shows up that is not pleasant or not approved by you, or something that you don't find as any use for it, just ignore it. You don't have to find any meaning for it, or stop it, destroy it, and control the brain. No, you don't do anything to thought. Let them come and go. They come and go. You let them be free. You leave them be, they let you be. Don't be bothered. Don't be alarmed. They're thoughts. They have no reality, no actuality, no meaning, no power, no nothing. You're the only power, you're the only part of your entity can actually give any actuality or life to a thought that shows up. Whether you can choose to let it fall by the wayside and die and never see the light of day, or whether you might think, oh well, it's a good description of this jacket or this color or whatever it is, and you can perhaps use it if you think it's usable. Otherwise, you ignore them and go. You're not supposed to be judging every thought, or using it or interpreting it. Come and go. Just thoughts about how they are, how they behave in regular life. Yeah, you're judgmental about them. So what? No problem. Enjoy it. You can say, yeah, I look like shit. Oh, no, that behavior was really bad. Oh, that's a good behavior. Okay, you're having a conversation with yourself, but you don't have to make any meaning out of it. You can just simply say, I don't care. And simply say, I don't care to think about this topic at all. I just want to focus on observing rather than perceiving. The problem with us is that we always are looking for a conclusion. When we see something, we interpret it. I'm saying stop interpreting anything. How she does it, why she does it, where she is, what she's doing, why she's doing. Stop interpreting. Just observe. She just picked that thing and put it there. She bent over and tried to show her butt, or she's got big boobs and she's talking and moving it. Observe. Don't try to find out why she's doing it. Who is she going to trying to attract? Why is she so not sure about herself? Just leave all that interpretations. Just observe life. You see things happening, they're not useful to you. Next, you look at something else. You want to make a judgment to yourself, oh, that's stupid. No problem. Go ahead. So what? You can ignore as often as you want. You can make a comment if you like, but it just wastes your energy and time. Just simply try to observe, don't perceive, don't interpret, because they're not important. When you start interpreting them, you're creating engagement with that activity, which gives a certain kind of a value, either this way or that way, to that activity, which brings attention and interaction with it, which is a waste of time because you have no use for that. If you have use for that interaction or that reaction or that whatever it is that that person is doing, then you will maybe continue some comments or thoughts or whatever and analyze. If you don't perceive, don't interpret, observe, and go on. We walk in the street and go about our business from one point to another, and on the way from this point to another, so many things are happening. Drivers, somebody honks, somebody's shopping, somebody's running, somebody's not waiting for the green light or red light. All of these, you see them. Do you interpret them? Why she did that? Why did you just see them? That's happening, and you adjust your own trajectory or your own situation in consideration to what is happening to make it more comfortable and safe for yourself. You maneuver based on what's happening, but you don't interpret them. You just observe them, make an action, or observe them and ignore them. Same thing. You don't have to make anything out of it. It's on them, whatever they're doing. You're not their nanny or their daddy or mommy to teach them something or manners, or just leave them. And Rafiki says, thank you. He says, I really appreciate the way you describe the solution. Thanks. You're quite welcome. My pleasure. Okay, guys, it's 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's time for me to say, I love you all. Thank you very much for being here, giving me the opportunity to share a thing or two with you. It's time for me to go make some new tea and maybe watch a movie or something or do some work and sleep. It's 1:34 a.m. here. And I look forward to have another discussion with you guys. And hopefully tomorrow, Saturday, Vancouver time, 1 p.m., we will have another live stream, which is usually scheduled. But these other ones are not scheduled, they're spontaneous to come on. So you better make sure you've subscribed and click on the bell and use the option always. So it will always let you know whenever I go live. And so you'll get notified. At least I hope you will get notification. And don't forget to promote the channel on your social media and your chat lines, your TikTok, your Instagram. Help this channel to get more exposure and reach more people and help more people. And in the meantime, be good to yourself and to the others. Hopefully see you tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Subscribe on my channel, visit my channel, and go through the videos that you might be interested in. Mind@seekstruth.com is making it one step away to talk to me one-on-one on Skype and discuss what's concerning you. I'll talk to you soon. But we too, like the iceberg, have 1,000 times bigger powers that is not visible, and we must. Why? Is it something we're rambling on and I expect you to accept it? Or is there actually another power within us? Would you come and help me out? Okay. What I want you to do is put your hands underneath my arms and just lift me up. There we go. Okay, now, that's my physical part, right? Same thing. Again, with that. Just want to see if there's any difference. Go ahead. Now, go ahead. Now, this, go ahead, when you're ready.
Go ahead.
So you see, this is different than what he was doing, and I'm not really doing anything. You convinced?
Yeah.
So are you guys convinced that there is something other than, thank you. Thank you very much.